GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
I didn't know this direction until it happened. Let's see what this film can take you. And you're representing a community. There's nothing better than that.
How many people would have said no to that?
A lot of people did. A lot of people did. The director told me later कि बहुत लोगों ने मना किया. I don't know. और मैं तेरे से भी मना ही expect कर रहा था. और मैंने मना किया भी था. That if you mentally think about some other person, you try to behave like one. It just becomes a habit to think like that, and then you start working upon it, so you behave like one. I wasn't this Abhay Verma. I honestly tell you, I used to weep and sleep every night, and a lot of things happened actually on the sets also. It was just very, sorry to say, but torturing. It was that good pagalpan which was happening on those 10 days. But I just don't take compliments here. I might take rejections here. I might take the things which I could change.
You actually said no to Archie's to be in Safed.
Oh no. So that happened. I mean, technically yes, but also that if two projects are happening simultaneously, and when you're locked for one project, so you obviously will.
But I remember speaking to Sharda after the screening, and she asked me, what did you think? And for the screening, I had gone with my niece and I had gone with my mother.
I know.
And all three generations actually watched it together, and they were equally entertained by the movie. I looked at Sharda and I said, you know what? People are not realizing the storm, but this movie is really going to work. Did I think it will work to this level? Even it was beyond my imagination, but I was really happy. I'm that person who got really happy with the numbers, but did I imagine that? I knew it will become a huge success. I'm being very honest. And when I watched the movie, I told them that this is gonna, because on a Saturday, I have had a call with Sharda and I said, Sharda, didn't I tell you? She must be watching this. But did you expect this kind of a response? Because initially when it came, that 2 weeks of promotion that you guys had, before Taras and before Tere Naal and everything came, everybody was looking at it like, it's that film, it's again got newcomers, and it's that small budget, good film.
Let's see.
Yeah, what it will do. You felt that, right, around you?
I always believed that it's going to be a major thing for me to change. Like things will change after that. Either this way, either that way. And it went up. I didn't know this direction until it happened. It was just the beauty of whatever happened, That's what you say, ना माई बाप जो हमारे हैं वो ऑडियंस है.
हाँ.
तो वो क्या किसको मतलब वो पत्थर को सोना बनाने वाली बात है. It is that.
Listen, my niece is obsessed with both you and
her.
Sharvari.
When I met her at the screening, I know she's wearing that orange top.
Oh,
and
very happy.
Yeah, I really. Yeah, these are the moments here I live by, honestly. I'm meeting auntie, touching her feet, taking her blessings.
But I think you are an amazing, so my mother always tells me good things always happen to good people. Maybe not at the, वो बोलते हैं ना कि किसी के थोड़े जल्दी किसी के थोड़े लेट से but सपने सभी के पूरे होते हैं. So you are that, I feel. Like you said that you waited for 12 years, but see, it's turned out to be such a huge year for you. Not just Munjia, I think Safed was a huge turning point. I don't think many people in your generation would have taken that up. How many people would have said no to that?
A lot of people did. A lot of people did. The director told me later कि बहुत लोगों ने मना किया. I don't know. और मैं तेरे से भी मना ही expect कर रहा था. और मैंने मना किया भी था. Because you wouldn't. That's not the ideal way to start your career, right? But then I said, यार करने क्या आया है? Explore ही करने आया है ना अपने आप को. Let's see what this film can take you. And you're representing a community. There's nothing better than that.
True.
और वो भी transgenders की जो वैसे भी थोड़ा sideline भी.
Absolutely marginalized character forever.
Yeah. So.
But how difficult was it?
Safed?
And emotionally.
It was too difficult of a journey to take. Now I realize it. It was. वो इंटरव्यूज होते हैं ना जब आप सुनते हो एक्टर्स से, लेजेंडरी एक्टर्स से कि यार मैं ना थोड़ा आई मीन आई वाज जस्ट वर्किंग वेरी डिफरेंटली माइंड वाइज. मैं कुछ बदल गया था मेरे अंदर ये वो सब. मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि यार क्या खुद इंसान ही तो होते हो आप, कैसे बदल सकता है. बट आई रियलाइज्ड दैट इफ यू मेंटली थिंक अबाउट some other person, you try to behave like one. You and me, we both love Shah Rukh sir so much that in some or the other way, there will be something where we will do it like him, or we'll try to do like him.
Absolutely.
So if you think about a character so much now, it just becomes a habit to think like that, and then you start working upon it, so you behave like one. So it's just that. So that's the film where I really believed that it was just, I was very different. I wasn't this Abhay Verma. I honestly tell you, I used to weep and sleep every night, and a lot of things happened actually on the sets also. My feet got burnt. I stepped on coal. This, that, and then all the running shots at the Ghat, Banaras. It was just very, sorry to say, but torturing. And अगर वो एक वो होता है ना खुमार होता है एक चीज़ का, और जब वो जाता है तो then you realize अरे यार क्या पागलपन कर रहे थे. So it was that good पागलपन which was happening on those 10 days. जो अब मुझे realize होता है अरे यार ये कर रहा था मैं. Like I still haven't watched the film.
Why?
I just can't. I can't see myself going through all of those things. I mean, in a good way, in the most beautiful way. But what extent did I go to in Safed? There's just, I feel surprised.
You know, I remember, I think it was 2013, and Highway had released. And that time I was in Calcutta, and that was the first time I was meeting Alia. It was in Calcutta only, and I told her this, I'm going to tell you this as well. First movie of Alia that I watched, Student of the Year, I didn't like her so much.
Okay.
I'll be very honest.
Yeah.
And when I watched her in Highway, when the trailer played out, because that time YouTube was not even that big a thing. Trailers used to play at press conference, you're watching it for the first time.
Oh.
And I'm watching it, I'm like, what? Is this the same Alia?
Yeah.
And then I had told her that not many people in her position, because Student of the Year did so well for her as a commercial heroine, I never expected her to take that Highway route, right? I feel like you took that route again very early on in your career, right? When you've done a Safed, like it's very unconventional, but it is so beautiful as well, right? You can look back and have haunted memories of how you shot it, but what came out is a piece of art. And to many people who've not, who said no to that, but I'm happy that you didn't, to be very honest, because it was one of the best performances of the year again. And when you get such compliments, have you become open to like taking them and accepting them, or do you still get like little overwhelmed, shy?
If you really ask me, Nayan, then I actually don't listen compliments.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't listen to them. Sorry to say you, but I just don't take compliments here. I might take rejections here. I might take the things which I could change, or someone telling me कि नहीं यार ये ऐसा हो सकता था ये वो सब. That I hold to myself for some time. But compliments I hear, I thank my blessings, and with absolute gratitude I revert the compliment with a smile and with thank you and everything. And I get a little awkward, I know that. But yeah, not to my head or anything.
But do you think things have changed around you today?
Yeah.
When you look at industry's perspective and outlook towards you, especially.
So I never got basically to be in that circle before Munja. So I don't know how it was before, because I was strictly to auditions and everything. So that was the circle. But as it happened, it was just overwhelming to see how big your work is. Like you demean acting in some or the other way. कि हाँ यार इतनी ही capability है शायद इसकी, but no, it surpasses. It transcends. And it is a very beautiful feeling when you yourself feel कि यार क्या सुंदर profession में हूँ यार मैं. Like legends like Manish Malhotra, who have just carved every cloth in the industry and made people look how they look, made Shah Rukh sir look how he looks, made Ranbir Kapoor looks how he looks, or I mean name any, Alia Bhatt we're talking about. So legends like him, Karan sir, Karan Johar, Imtiaz sir, Ranbir Kapoor himself, and Kunal Kapoor sir. So all of these things have, like, their vision is what I've lived my life through, as if they were directing my life before. मतलब आप उनकी फिल्म देखते हो, you are the character for 2 days.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? That's the influence of cinema. That's the beauty
so
of it.
true. I always look at a movie and I feel, oh, this this is me.
हाँ, you behave like it for 2-3 days.
Fab.
मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ. अरे आप behave करते हो उनकी तरह.
And then people get annoyed around you.
Yeah, but you don't care
You
because
will not
you're,
believe I started behaving like Manisha Koirala from Hira Mandi at least for like 2 weeks, and then everybody like, please, we are done with your Urdu and this rubbish Urdu that you are saying, please. I'm like, please. And I would go in that full, no, but you're right. I completely, cinema does that to you, right?
It does.
Like it is beautiful, but when you do a beautiful film like Safed, I've read somewhere, I think you only said it, you actually said no to Archie's to be in Safed.
Oh no. So that happened. I mean, technically yes, but also that if two projects are happening simultaneously, and when you're locked for one project, so you obviously will go that way, and you politely have to say कि नहीं यार उन dates पे, I mean, I'll be shooting for this one, so I won't be able to be a part of that.
Which character were you?
I don't know. They changed the name of the characters because of the privacy and everything, and it was an exclusive film.
Yeah.
And it's Zoya's film, of course. And so अच्छे auditions and उसमें होता है that they don't reveal the character as such. Like I auditioned for Gangubai, so that character name was different. And when I saw the film, I realized, oh, this is what I was auditioning for, a beautiful part. So that's what happens. And I don't know which part that was. A boy's part. That's
Of
all.
course. Of course.
Some boy's
Rocket
part.
Rocket Science in it must be Reggie, which is Vedang's character, if I'm not mistaken.
I really don't know because the name was changed.
Yeah.
So I have no clue.
So did you meet Zoya?
I met Zoya.
And you know, Zoya has this habit and knack that if she likes somebody's work, if she wanted to cast you, she of course did like your work. She has this knack of coming back to that person with different projects.
What are you saying?
So, have you had any conversation with her post that?
We've been chatting messages pe, and she's been sweet. We are yet to meet, but of course, she actually has suggested my name to some other director, which is again, it's a blessing. So that is because I mean, you don't suggest that sooner
Yeah.
to someone, you know.
But she is like that. She is not that one person who will be like egoistic and feeling like, oh, मुझे ना बोला तो मैं तो
I know,
करूँगी नहीं काम. She's very chill like that, and
Yeah.
you know they are also like actually launching so many other people who have no backing. I understand that they launched 3 star kids with Archie's, but there were also 4 other kids that she launched along with the
Absolutely.
star kids,
Absolutely.
which
And-
actually nobody writes about. That's a different story altogether.
Yeah, but you know, people will, and I know you will. You
Absolutely.
appreciate the talent which nobody
Absolutely.
does. I know that about you, so it's beautiful.
For me, I feel like talent is a talent. It doesn't matter whether they come from a film industry, a film family or not. I just believe that problem is not nepotism. Problem is favoritism. Favoritism towards somebody who's incapable is not good.
Oh, incapable, yeah.
And that incapability can be in a person who comes from a film family or is an outsider.
Yeah,
If they are not capable, they don't deserve that, is what I believe in. Now, of course, that becomes a huge chatter. But when you speak about your career, what are the other things that you are looking forward to doing right now? What are the projects that you've signed? How are you trying to like maneuver through everything?
So this one thing which I'm really keeping intact is diversity, like I always have been. So there could be a grey shade that people might see of mine very soon, and which won't be the ideal.
Grey
again, yeah, like not the ideal, always sweet, always that side of mine, which already
Not
people
very
like.
Suhana side of yours.
Not very Suhana.
Like yeah,
Yeah,
not
very
grey,
Suhana
grey
side of me.
Huh.
But yeah, a little bit of the other side, not so Suhana side. of
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So let's see.
But is there something that is coming your way, like which you are very excited about, that maybe is in the talking stage, not signed? I know you signed something, but apart from that.
Yeah. There are many things, many, and a good script just pulls you in, and you would want to meet that director or producer again and again, have lunch with them, this, that, and talk about the film. And that's how I've always been. Like if I ever I say yes to a project, then I just make my director's life a little haywire because I keep calling and texting them and just meet them. Questions, and I just directly say make me your AD.
Make me your AD.
AD. I'll assist you. I'll be your shadow. Because there's something or the other which you can know about the project by just being around the person, you know. So I am always feel very inquisitive, and so people always say that they, on the last day of the shoot, they'd fallen in love with the character. I feel like hating my character on the last day, because I should feel so done with playing their life, and so very well, I mean in a good way playing their life, that I don't want to play it anymore.
But you have to play bit 2 again.
No, on the last day.
Yeah,
of
but
shoot.
bit 2 you have to play again.
Bit 2 I have to play again, because that series is not over yet.
Yeah.
That has to come back. People demands that, so I can, change from hate to love for them. That is some other thing, but yeah.
But when are you planning to, like, is there a plan in place for maybe Munja 2? Anytime?
Not anytime soon, I feel. I think there are some things to be done around that world only for Munja to take a further leap and make it more interesting and valuable for people to come in theaters and do even more than what Munja did. You know, hopefully double and triple in House 3 did.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
it will.
Yeah. So the
Trust
world
me,
is,
it will.
I hope so. I really hope so. So the world is actually it's in making, and it's devouring. It's getting flourished, and as it's ready.
But बाकी सारे जो universe के movies है, you are in them or no? Like Bheriya 2, now that's 3 has come and gone. Now Thama is happening. Are you?
I don't know.
Are you doing? You know it.
I really don't know. I really don't. And they don't tell me because I can't keep it to myself.
Guts you have. You keep everything to yourself. Your last film, you have acted. You're such a good actor. When I messaged you to congratulate you, like, huh? What? Who said? No. Which movie? And then within 10 minutes, I'm like,
No.
I know it.
At that point of time when you messaged, I really didn't know.
Guts you have. The world knew and you didn't know that you're doing the film.
I really didn't know. Trust me on that. It was in talks. Trust me on that.
Raja beta.
I really didn't know. I swear. Otherwise, I would have told. That's the most fortunate thing that I could tell to you.
Of course.
More than anyone.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Yeah.
I swear. I was so happy. I don't think I would have been that happy for myself. I was like, oh my God. Like, you know, the first time we've spoken about so much about this one person, and this person gets to like be around him. I felt like I should just come and just say that you are loved. It's always. But what about this national crush thing, Baba? You become this national crush. Are you taking that? Should I just tell people what kind of conversations I've been having with Abhay of late, where Abhay has literally told me that I told him that, oh, you know, who are you seeing? Are you seeing anybody? He's like, no, I'm single and all of that. I'm like, you and single? And you told me like, I just want to know why. Why? This national crush, this national crush. How is a national crush single?
I mean, it had to be like that, you know. It just happens. I don't know, but maybe just work is too overwhelming for me to think about something.
But
else.
Do you have any like previous baggage that you also deal with in any relationship?
No, they're all very beautiful, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a weird thing that happens with me whenever I'm in that kind of a relationship. I just become best friend later. And it seldom happens. People tell me, how is that possible? You can't.
With everybody?
Most of them, like.
Yeah. Depends on what you break up on.
Yeah, it depends on the break point. How do you turn that way? But yeah, mostly, I mean, we chat and we are friends, we share.
But there is no space for love, you're saying?
There is always space for love, but it's not happened as yet. Because could be work, could be anything, could be I'm not thinking it. Could be I'm not thinking about that direction in life, Abhi. So could be that, but there's always space for love.
So then you answer the question that I asked you here on the chat. What are the prototypes to like be that person in your life? If you tell, then who knows? You might get rishtas. Send rishtas, guys. Girls. Huh? What are the prototypes? Like कुछ तो होगा ना दिमाग में एक कि
यार एक चीज बता सकता हूँ. That passion attracts me. A person who's passionate, that attracts me more than anything. more than the physicality. I mean, I don't bother from it, be it whoever. I mean, whatever. I don't go into the physical aspect of it. It's more than, it starts after the physical thing for me.
Yeah.
And one thing that I can tell is to be, I mean, my partner would be to be passionate about things, be it whatever.
Yeah.
Be it graphic designing, corporate, this, that. Just be passionate about whatever
Anything that you're doing.
anything that they want to
Ambition.
do in life. Yeah, ambition. Ambition attracts me.
Yeah.
That's one thing, if I can
I
say.
say the same. That's
Yeah.
why I'm single too. Never mind. But it's a fact.
It is, it is.
It is a fact. Ambitious people never attract ambitious people. I don't know what is the problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem with today's generation.
They're too ambitious.
Yeah, maybe. But I want to say it again that I think you should feel loved, appreciated, and genuinely wanted in this industry as a human being, and stay the same. No matter what comes, what goes, you should stay the same. And maybe 30 years down the line, when we do maybe our 300th interview, then also I should come and say, हाँ,
Yes,
तब तक
yeah.
मैं जिंदा रहा तो. But I'll be coming and saying the same, that I am gonna say that you're still the same.
Oh,
So thank you so much for doing this.
thank you, Nayan. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate how the person you are, and you inspire me in a lot of ways, which I won't tell you. I tell other people that,
How sweet.
but I won't tell you that. Otherwise, you'll be.
No, I can't take compliments myself, but thank you so much.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.